The battle over the use of thin SIM technology in Kenya took a new twist today after the Parliamentary Committee on Energy, Communication and Information suspended its use. According to the legislators, there is concern over the security with the overlapping SIM card that could put the brakes on Equity Bank's rollout of mobile services that is scheduled for next week. The latest move further pits the bank against Safaricom that has been opposed to the technology's use despite the Communications Authority backing its use. Charles Gitonga with the details on this latest development.
In April, the Communication Authority licensed 3 mobile virtual network operators to roll out various mobile services. Recipients of the MVNO licenses were Finserv, a subsidiary of Equity Bank, Tangaza's Mobile Pay Limited and Zion Cell. Equity Bank's aim was to use its subsidiary to provide mobile money services to its over 8.6 million customers countrywide. The lender also brought to light its intentions to use a thin overlay SIM card, which would operate on top of the normal SIM card. However, mobile telephony giant Safaricom expressed fears about safety of consumers' personal information, saying the thin SIM would pose dangers like intercepting calls, revealing short messages, and infringing on the intellectual property of the primary SIM card. This would later form the foundation of the mobile banking battle between two firms in Parliament, with each vigorously seeking the backing of parliamentarians. While appearing before Parliament's Committee on ICT and Energy, the Communication Authority defended its decision to allow Equity Bank to go ahead with the launch of its thin SIM service.
The first concern was null and void because the international standards organizations, including ETSI, have okayed the use of SIM cards, thin SIMs.
Even as the authority affirmed that the thin SIM technology is approved by international service providers, including Group Special Mobile Association GSMA, Parliament remained skeptical on how it would deal with counterfeits, as well as address other issues raised by Safaricom. However, before the conversation gained root, the parliamentarians learned that the authority is yet to seek approval of its board over the launch of thin SIM technology in Kenya.
DG, can you really set a date for launching before the board has approved? What about if the board refused to approve? What would happen?
In fact, this is not the only thing that is appearing before this committee, before the board approves.
Mbona hamkukaa kabla mfike hapa siku ya leo ili muelezee wenye board ya kwamba haya ndo mambo ambayo yanatendeka kabla mfike hapa?
I'm shocked that the board is not on board.
The committee then called for the suspension of the planned rollout by Equity Bank planned for next week on Monday. The Communication Authority had planned to use this service as a litmus test for the technology for 1 year before licensing other players. The future of the use of thin SIM technology now lies in the decision the board of the Communication Authority will make, and thereafter vetting of the same by the Parliamentary Departmental Committee of Energy and ICT. Charles Gitonga, KTN.